either Zenn 3K don't get my point, he's in denial, or he's not very intelligent. Because what he don't understand is he's not getting my point. And Finn88ABC left a perfect comment, and it left it, and it explained it perfectly in a few concise words. And it says, the way Windows is built encourages people to put icons on their desktop because it's the most handy way for them to open apps. That's the discussion. I don't care what you say, I don't care what Vegas says, I don't care what anybody says. Windows desktops compared to Mac desktops are cluttered 10 to 1. Yes, you know what you're doing? You can go in there and clear out your desktop and have it clutter free. But for the most part, most people keep their apps on their desktop because it's the easiest, quickest, and simplest way for them to access their apps. If you deny that when you go and look at Windows desktops and you look at Mac OS X desktops, if you're denying that the Windows desktops are cluttered 5 to 1 over the Mac desktops, then you're in denial. Yes, ultimately the user can fix that, but ultimately Windows desktops are more cluttered than Macs. Why, if the Windows people can fix this? Why is it like that? Because it's the easiest and most convenient way. You gotta have clutter if you want that quick, concise way of doing things, or if you don't want to god up your taskbar, if you don't want to dig into your folders. It don't matter how you cut the cheese in. 8 to 1. Windows desktops are cluttered over Mac desktops. Whether it's user fixable or not, Windows desktops are twice as cluttered, twice as often. Most people just don't even worry about that little click box. They click it, just hit OK to go on because that's what they're used to, that's what they know, and that's how they're used to Windows working, so that's the way they do it. Go in there and show them how to clear everything out, they'll be fine. For the most part, if you don't know what you're doing, most people just throw them right on the desktop. And with a Mac, if you don't know what you're doing, they don't get through right on the desktop like that, regardless. So even though it can be user fixed, you're in complete denial that 8 to 1 Windows desktops are cluttered over Mac desktops. I don't know why. Maybe Windows users are just messy. Because it is fixable, so why don't you guys fix it? Why do you guys keep your desktops cluttered? I get messages, oh, mine ain't cluttered, mine ain't cluttered. Well, I don't care if yours is or not. 10 to 1, most people's are. And when I Google on Google Images, Windows desktops, and I Google Mac desktops, like I said, 10 to 1. The Windows are twice as cluttered. And if you refuse to admit that fact, then you're just either stubborn or in denial, one of the two. OS X.